Well, it is me. And I have my KFC chicken here. And I have my hardcore oh yeah, I need to put that in the title. Hardcore juicy loot. Hardcore juicy meals. It really... I paid $15 for this. The only thing that wasn't included in the photo was my drink and the coleslaw. But the coleslaw came in a kind of a small container. So this is what we're gonna do. I should have a picture of chicken, of a bucket of chicken. It's not actually a bucket, it's tenders. I'm not a fan of bone-in wing. This is gonna be a fun time. I think we're all going to enjoy this. Bone out chicken, exactly. I like my bone out of the chicken. Insert comment of someone saying I love boneless pizza. And this will go right next to the crystal vodka. And then where's my... Do I still have the scrolling text thing? I might not. I might have gotten rid of that. Comically starts changing. Yep. Alright, so real gameplay here, we can get rid of that. Consuming a KFC tender every 20 minutes. Hardcore ETW. And then I forget. How do you make things scroll in this? Oh, there it goes. Scroll. It's called that. Nah, we we won't do that. Alright. There we go. This is what YouTube only does to him. Well, I mean, everything... technically things are easier. Because I can see the live chat. It's just that you won't be able to see it for some reason on the screen, but I can see it on my end. Going back to a little classic Rikku. That's right. And what classic Rikku liked was the classic chicken tenders from KFC. Oh, let me just... This is the biscuit. I don't want a biscuit right now. But what I do want is one of those chicken tenders from KFC. I have one of them in my hand right now. That's that juice is flowing. Alright. Come over here. Just, let me have a taste of the Colonel's classic recipe. That. That's a good crunch right there. It's a real good crunch. Is your biscuit a briquette? We will see. Mm-mm-mm. I know a lot of people don't like to hear you chewing or talking while you eat, but I want you to just take in everything I am, as well as I take a tender every 20 minutes. And no matter what happens during the run, I will consume a tender every 20 minutes. Mm-mm-mm. All right, biscuit check. Nope. Still light and fluffy as it should be. Remarkable. Delectable. No, cat. The Colonel's chicken's not meant for you. It's for me. Also, do remember, until some point in July, KFC is sponsoring Diablo 4, so make sure if you're playing Diablo 4, you pick up some of the Colonel's fine food to get your in-game rewards today. Not sponsored. Oh, but I wish it was. Alright. And then just to make everyone's life a little worse, I'm putting in the web browser audio, and I'm starting the timer. So when I get blasted by the timer, you will be blasted by the timer, as God intended.
Not while I'm in town.
Okay, the controller is very awkward. Alright. What do I want to do as someone who has just consumed KFC tenders? From the 5-piece meal, by the way. I'd say we get some of those levels and some juicy loot. Just like you get some juicy loot by getting yourself some KFC chicken today and redeeming those rewards in-game for even juicier rewards. Oh, they are level 5 and I'm on hardcore. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Not having this. My cat's trying to get to the chicken. We both know it's not meant for them. It's meant for us. We've earned this. Cat's a big fan. I know. It is interspecies endorsed. Cat played the Colonel Sanders Kawaii Desu game. Also, let's change this text to a different color. I don't feel that this weird purple's really, you know, setting the mood. There we go. That's the kind of Colonel Red I expect. Bought 4 of them. The KFC PC. Cooking the chicken while you're playing because your PC generates that much heat. I love it. Is that a statue of Lilith I see? Oh, jeez. Oh, these ones are a little finicky. I love it. A challenge, but not as challenging as it needs to be. Do you want to skip the line when you order food? Order KFC through their app today and be able to skip the line and enjoy your food immediately when you get there. Level 3. We're really We're really leveling up today, gamers. I will say, I know this is hardcore, so things aren't supposed to transfer over. I do hope that cosmetics that I've unlocked to the other characters does, you know, still count for this character. Cat, I see you buy the chicken, and that is not okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm actually surprised I managed to live through this. Like, I know it's low leveled, but still. Oh, we're totally losing our character from this. I was playing Wizard with a gun demo the other day. I was like, this is like Fear and Hunger because of the crate. Now I'm watching Diablo 4 and thinking, this is like Fear and Hunger because of the dog. My Dark Souls. I'm gonna hate when that happens. When games journalists start to like play the game and they just call everything like a Fear and Hunger thing or whatever. Because Dark Souls is definitely more action than RPG. But I can see him saying something dumb like that. Where it's like, oh yeah, this RPG reminds me of Fear and Hunger. The Fear and Hunger of puzzle games. Yeah, games journalists ruin almost everything. Like the whole Diablo, no, not Diablo, Final Fantasy 16 thing right now. I don't know if that was a game journalist or just someone trying to take the piss out of the situation. Where they were playing the game with one hand, and I was like, wow, this game's super easy. That probably was a rage post, or no. It was a bait post, probably. Where they were just trying to piss off people so they get interaction, you know? Because apparently on Twitter, you can get paid for the ads that appear below your tweet. So some people are saying, like, if you see something that's this obvious, don't interact with it, you're just giving them money. Like, if you see a really stupid take, don't even engage it.
I'm not ready yet.
Man, I hope those 20 minutes come up soon because I am really hankering some KFC chicken tenders. Facts of life, yeah, just don't engage the troll. Like, it makes you wish sometimes that Darwinism still existed, especially in the social space. But at this point, they're just being rewarded for their stupidity.
I'm low on spirit.
So I haven't played Druid yet, but I already like this. This is actually a lot of fun.
I must wait a moment.
Like from what I've learned, this melee attack is actually very viable. I think I can even increase the damage on it, and it wouldn't be quote unquote throwing. No, Druid's cool. I like it. I kind of want a staff though. This is just like League of Legends. Oh, he's going mid. He's going mid. He's going mid. Okay. He's in the foliage now. He's in the foliage. He's hiding. He's about to go to top lane. All right. He's about to pop off. Oh, he's a Darius. He's about to use Whirlwind because Whirlwind is like has to be the greatest ability for every warrior. Okay. Come on. Got a counter pick. Oh, he used Flash. He's going up. He's going bottom. He's by the tower. Push him in the tower. Push him down, and we got him. I don't know how the game works. It's been so long. I've told that story, right? Where I've only played like 2 actual games and the rest were just practice games because someone on my first game friended me and I just didn't want to deal with that person, not because they're a bad person, just like
I'm not ready yet.
I just wanted to play the game, but I was too awkward to say no to their friend request after they gave me some help on playing Riven. So like whenever I saw they were on, I just never played. And then even when I did hop on, I always felt that I didn't know what I was doing. So I what was it? I would just hop into a practice match. Like, wow, that took a bit. I'm gonna do something else. And I'd go do something else for like 6 months and go back to it. I think it took me like 2 to 3 years to unfriend them. And then even when I did unfriend them, I was like, I don't want to play League anymore. I've only played 2 actual games. YouTube channel immediately disputes vanishing from reality. Yeah, no. I did want to try League back in the day. Because I don't mind playing competitive games. But I definitely did not know what I was doing. I didn't want to feel like a hindrance to the team, so I just... And now at this point, I'm just like, I don't want to play League. I don't care to learn about the matches. I don't want to spend 30 to 40 hours, or 30 to 40 minutes on a game. I don't want to learn all the rotations. Like, that's the one thing that stops me from playing Smite on their, like, intended game mode, is just learning how to actually play it properly. But it was very repetitive. It's mid. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. I think the big thing for me is, another thing is that you only have the one map, and that kind of sucks to me. Wait, can they use crossbows? No. Okay, I was like, huh, okay, good.
I'm not ready yet.
Like with Smite, I don't know, I like Smite more because it's the third person camera instead of like the overhead god vision. So you feel a little more involved in the action. But man, what is it, DM Brandon? That fucker and his whole community makes me want to not want to play. This is why Black Survival is good. Eternal Return, or I'm pretty sure you're talking about the first one, but I've only played the other one, Eternal Return, which is the second game of the Black Survival series. Who knows? It could be the 5th. I like that one. I'm actually trying to get up to gold ranked for season 9. I think there's like 3 to 4 weeks in the season left. I want to get the Jackie Cadet outfit, but I need to do ranked matches. And I compare them to Black Spiral now, and I realize Genshin designs are bad. I'd say they're I'd say at most that they're bland. My big thing will always be, how do the characters look from behind? No one's wearing pants. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, that's gonna be a fun thing to deal with. My button for healing is a little sticky. That's why this yeah, I'm starting to remember why this controller was was decommissioned.
I do not have enough spirit.
Ah, yes, it's me, Sir Don Senor. I'll keep up racking up those titles like they're Pokemon. And soon no one will be able to stop me with all my titles. As soon as I get Doctor, it's over. You're just in time, Psychotastic. And like, I don't know how many minutes an alarm's gonna go off and I have to consume juicy chicken that's really small and, in all honesty, kind of overpriced. It still hurts a bit that it costs $15. I love that I'm playing a hardcore character. Yes, the dead chicken.
I'm out of spirit.
again. I really like these emotes that YouTube is. I don't know if they've had them for a while. I just haven't seen them. It's not a chicken bucket. I didn't want to do a bone-in chicken. I don't know. I've had too many bad experiences with that kind of chicken. I can't go back. My mother made always the. She really liked to make dry food. They've been there for a while. Yeah. But now we get to learn together all the things that are there. All right, dear, I don't want to hit you. Give me this. Thank you. You know what? Let's do a dungeon. Why not? Let's do it, as I know I have a few minutes before I have to eat some chicken. Let's go into a dungeon where I will most likely be surrounded. Just know I would actually do this as a challenge thing, but I'm not willing to pay $15. No, I can just... No, it has to be KFC chicken. It's KFC or bust. How far can I get in the last hour and a half of this? What do I have for dessert? Nothing. There is no dessert. For $15, they couldn't even give me a fucking dessert to go with. They're like, alright, you get 5 extremely small pieces of chicken. And you go fuck yourself. And I was like, ah, okay, thank you very kindly. Oh my gosh, This, I know, yeah. My button for healing is just fucked. I'm guessing that's because, so, during, fall and winter is when they get into their cold season, and that's when their AC prices go up. So summer's actually cheaper because they can't really say no to people's energy needs. So they make up for it in fall and winter. Also because you have the chance of going into an ice storm during that time. You gotta sync your KFC account to your Battle.net. Gotta let them know I'm legit. Yeah, let's go into a dungeon. If I'm able to do this one hand, that... Yeah, you know, when I was testing out this controller yesterday, I didn't do any extensive testing or anything like that. I was just playing around a bit, but I don't want to miss winter over here. Maybe go at the start of your winter or summer, or start of your winter or end of your winter. When I was doing testing, I didn't actually test it. Exactly. You're getting it. You know, construction companies, if you need someone to help you during these times, I got you. Yeah. Well, winter just started. Ah. Oh, so actually what you could do... I'm assuming by just started, you mean like maybe it's been a week at most. If you could come visit during May, I think. Because that's around the time prices should be dropping. Yeah, so you could come towards like the middle of May, I think you'd be fine.
Out of spirit.
Because over here, you know, like I know, you know, summer is supposed to technically start like today is like the official start of summer, if I remember right. But over here we usually consider summer like halfway through May at this point. Yeah, I think if you did that, you could one, get those cheaper prices, and also still be there, get back before the start of your winter. Put that on. Oh. You could go. Yes, July 4th. Freedom Eagle. Yep. Oh man, I really like that holographic eagle thing I had. America. Staff.
I'm low on spirit.
Does this have decent speed actually? It's like a 1 point. Yeah, it's a 1.0 weapon. Oh shit, I think that. Okay, I thought that was a ballista for a second. I was scared. Alright, one-handedness. Alright, everybody. It's time to enjoy another delectable tender. If I ever get into a boss fight during this, I'm fucked. Alright. Here is piece 2. For those who don't enjoy hearing people talk and eat at the same time, well, that's shame on you for missing out on a great experience. If I had an ASMR microphone, I would totally use it. No. Gotta get that sauce. The crunch, the juice, it's all there. I have to say that we've been picking up some pretty great things, but I think this chicken here is the greatest thing I've picked up today so far. The texture, the crunch. The refreshing beverage offered with the meal. It all just blends together so well. Outstanding. Colonel Sanders, I salute you. You've done it again, you magnificent bastard. And to top it off with a taste of their magnificent soft buttery biscuit. Now to reset the alarm. I look forward to the next 20 minutes passing, so then I can indulge in my vices once more. Trying to avoid to order fast food because I threw my mind to a sushi place on the weekend. Ooh! It's been so long since I've had sushi. Your ASMR is not helping. But I left an impression, and that's what matters. Just like the impression Colonel Sanders left on me after indulging in this succulent chicken.
I need more spirit.
Me and my brother back a while. I can't heal. I eat 6 pieces of sushi. Fuck yeah. Cause I have no self-control. No. Don't control yourself. Not when it comes to that. That's not self-discipline. That's just self-harm at that point. Rikku, the McMafia's gonna go after you for your betrayal. You think I worry? I have a colonel on my back. I'll be fine. Oh, that's just cool. I like that. You get 6 at max range. But yeah, Psychotask. When you don't get sushi as often, just go for it. It's not about self-control, it's about self-acknowledging. Ooh. True. It's like, oh, you know what? I don't want to, go all in. I'll just have a few pieces, It's no. You paid the money, you're getting it.
Saw my corpse.
Maybe just one. No, I'll take another tray, thank you.
My mouth crawled hatred. The weak made strong. Tears of
Korean
blood
sushi.
rained on a
These
desert
Peruvian Japanese fusion sushis are just. Oh, okay.
shore. Home was torn asunder.
What was it? What was the combination of that sushi?
Piercing hatred's heart.
Oh, artillery, nice.
7 arms. Fog of lies.
The McMafia. You're a funny man, favorite.
I saw a child give birth to a mother. His hatred's sun set, and that of terror and destruction dawned.
Covered by a lemon sauce. Okay. Inside and on top. Okay. A purple. Okay.
I need more spirit.
Now I know today, is KFC's day, but they do have a division called Long John Silver. So I will look at this sushi that may or may not be provided by the Colonel later on in life. So give me 1 second to copy this so I can look at it. Oh.
Wait a moment.
I don't think I'll die, but we will see. I think the last roll I had was a dragon roll. I think this is the last type of suture roll I've had. I do want to kind of go back to the Japanese restaurant I went to and see if they have like a platter option that just gives me a bunch of types to try. Or Chinese food. I'm gonna say you might have the better types of that. The only thing I can really base that off of. Oh no, this isn't a franchise. I think this is family owned. I do want to see how they differ, because the one thing I know is oh my gosh, is my A button now? Now we're okay. Now we're good. I'm the bit. I really do like this thunder spell. I'm really liking how Druid's controlling. My only problem is just that their movement speed is slow, but everything else so far has been better than a few of the other classes I've tried so far. So or they might be just as good. Like, when you say how slow, do you mean like how slow is this class compared to all the other classes? Yeah. It's not slow in terms of combat. I'd almost argue it's better in terms of combat speed, like of actually doing things. At least with the skills I'm using. With Rogue, they have a few movement options. I need to see if this class does have some. Do they? I'm gonna assume they have some movement options. Reducing damage dealt, changed into a werewolf. I don't know. I think it might be just me. Yeah, it might be just me at this point. But it just feels like they walk a little slower. But in terms of like fighting monsters right now with the skills I'm using, it feels a lot better than everything else. Barbarian kind of sucks. A lot of the things you want to build, from what I've seen, is that you want to use the Barbarian shouts to kind of buff them up. And without the shout for Barbarian, you're kind of flimsy. And early on, the moves just feel too slow, at least for most of them, for Barbarian. Like, there's a cool one where you drag your weapon on the ground and kind of throw the rocks that you make from doing that at the enemy in kind of a cone in front of you, I believe. And like, it does a lot of damage, but the animation just feels so slow. And that's not something you're gonna fix for a long time. And then the bleed move I'd use on Barbarian, that one, you know, was really good because you could put enemies in a state of taking more damage almost infinitely. The problem being, it has this thing of where it doesn't feel good to use because when you see that I'm doing damage, their health bar is just going away. That's it. But with Barbarian, when you use the bleed move, some of that health bar does go away, but some of it gets turned into a darker shade of red, meaning that they're taking damage over time. So what happens is that with a lot of the bosses I'd fight as a Barbarian, is that I'd be waiting like 5-6 seconds for them to die, because I'm trying to knock down their health, but all their health has been turned into dark red health, meaning I just have to wait for it to tick away.
I'm low on spirit.
With Rogue, like, they're really good, but they almost fall into the same problem with Barbarian, where their moves are a little slow, and some moves take a little longer than you'd like. So Rogue has 2 physical moves they use for their main damage abilities early on. One is Flurry, one is Twisted Blades. Twisted Blades is you stab your weapons into the enemy. And what's meant to happen is that's not supposed to be the damage dealing part of the move. The damage dealing part of the move is when the knife comes out of the enemy. And then also you can upgrade later, but for right now we'll just deal with that. So while the knife is in the enemy, you will do increased damage, which is cool. And then you have another one called Flurry. Flurry is meant to be your AoE option. The problem being is that Twisted Blades pretty quickly can also become your AoE option, but until you get a lot of attack speed, and not basic attack speed, but actual attack speed that applies to everything you do, it doesn't feel as good to use. Like, it feels like it isn't as fluid as it should be, but it's something you're supposed to build up to. But even right now, as I'm playing Rogue and I have attack speed that affects all of my abilities, I don't have enough attack speed to make it feel fluid, because you'll get a delay almost. Here, let's actually, I know this is supposed to be the hardcore run, but let me show you on Rogue. So yeah, Twisted Blade, single target. Flurry, AoE damage. But Flurry Twisted Blade can become your AoE move, and Flurry just remains Flurry. Which sucks to me, because you want skills to, you know, kind of be good on their own, or like they have their purpose. You don't want another move that's on the same realm to kind of be like, oh, yeah, I just take over. It doesn't matter. So if we go to Rogue, my high school class so far. Also, things change. You can get to the Paragon board or whatever. Things are supposed to be easier, but that's also another problem you have to... I understand that there should be a sense of anticipation and want to get to the high levels, you know? Make it so that you have that, those players have those high play hours. But early on, it just kind of sucks. Alright. Also, this is my character's movement speed. Even before I had the movement buff, I feel like they're still a little faster than the Druid. Just movement-wise. Combo-wise, Druid's probably one of the faster classes I've played. That it feels like, at least. So you see that I'm attacking. This is a lot faster than you would normally be attacking, especially with this move I have here. And this is Flurry.
I don't have enough energy.
So Flurry, it has the thing that Drew does, where you're able to. It feels really fluid to me. Where here I'm holding A, So you can just hold down the button for my basic attack, you know, and things will go through. And then if I hold X down, you know, it'll try to chain that in as much as it can. And there's no weird delay. So that, actually, no, I don't need to take a point out. Move this over.
Is someone there?
So I need to find something that's at least a little bulky. Or my point can be proven moot. Okay, here's something a little bulky.
I'm not ready yet.
This, I think I know what's happening. Okay, okay. And I need to check this. You know what, let's do it quick. Let me just walk into a dungeon real quick. I think that'd be easier than just trying to find something in the overworld real quick.
Not in town.
So on this character, it doesn't matter if I die because it's not hardcore. And I'll only lose durability, which will be like 5,000 money. But yeah, I'll probably only be 5,000 to repair all the pieces. But all right, so Rikku, check this code. All right. All right, let me back up. That's getting thrown into the what's it called? The image bin at the start of streams. Give me a second. And then I get that into the dungeon. Or is it called intermission? No, intermission is that. There we go. And then we'll put this as, and then put fucking Bandicam. Yeah, Bandicam stays. Alright, and then we have generic being used right now. Do I have another? Oh! Time for another delicious. But first, I need to find this thing again. There we go. Then we need to make a biscuit. Put that over the health and everything. Alright. It's time to consume another tender, folks. That's the biscuit. I need to see that. That's the finale right there. Also, thank you, Demon Sir. Me with my box of chicken tenders from KFC. So good. And now this moment has been immortalized by the drawing. Oh fuck, I forgot I had fries. Even though the Colonel's fries have been out for a bit, they're still nice and crunchy. Just as I expected out of the Colonel. Allow me to go quench my thirst for the Colonel. I gave myself another delectable beverage. I'll be right back. 2 minutes tops. Tasty. So, back to my complaints. I need to reset the alarm. There we go.
Out of energy. I need more time.
I actually don't like how well this is going with just this move, but... Alright, nope, I was just wrong. It might have actually been my control that was the problem, or I doubt it's the amount of attack speed that I got that actually affected this. Yeah, that's only 5.7, that's not a lot. Oh, no. Okay. Here's one thing I can't complain about. So I was using a build for Barbarian because I hate Whirlwind. Ever since Diablo 3, I haven't played Diablo 3, but when I looked at videos, everyone just wanted to use Whirlwind. And then I started to see how many games use Whirlwind as their ability to do big damage. You know, because you got to move around, you got to do AoE damage. and it would just be something that'd be up for a little too long for my liking. It felt like it should have been the ultimate move that you use, you know, every so often, not something that you could just use whenever. So like, I'm not gonna do that. That ain't me. So what I did was, I looked up a build for Barbarian. That was the bleed build. And the bleed build is really good. The one I looked at specifically made it so that when enemies hit you, they take damage, and then they'll also get bled for that amount of damage as well. So this is a really good build. The problem was when I was playing it, and you know, this is meant for leveling, so they didn't expect you to have any good gear or anything. They just said, just put the points in the skills, you know, and it'll work. And like, it did work. The problem was that it's the problem with bleed. Because you're kind of expected to have just that damage. So you do very little normal damage with the bleed build for Barbarian. But with Rogue over here, you're not really only relying on that. So let's see, where is it? So poison imbuement, what happens is you'll do your normal damage, and then over 6 seconds you'll do an extra 120% of that damage. And then because I'm a trap build, which is a lot more active and fun in my opinion than most of the other builds I've seen. I don't know who came up with this build, I forgot, but thank God they came up. Thank God I was shown this video. This one is just that pure poison damage over time. So over 9 seconds, it'll do 21,000 damage, which is a lot. With Flurry, and also Twisting Blades. So you see here how it says, oh, you know, when you strike an enemy, you'll do 4 hits. And with those 4 hits, you'll do about 3,000 to 3,700. Okay, that sounds pretty good. But then here comes Twisting Blade, and this is only level 1. Look at that initial damage. So when you first hit them, you'll do 1,500 around to 2,000. And they'll take 8% more damage for about 1.5 seconds. And after 1.5 seconds, they'll take 2,500 to 3,000. So let's just take the max range. So you'll do about 5,000 damage. Alright? With this move, you're going to hit 4 times. And we're just going to take the max to say it's 4,000. So you do about 16,000. And that's each cast. And this costs technically less. So this costs less. So this is 5 energy less. And it is meant to be like your AoE option. But for some reason, they gave Twisting Blades the option to become an AoE move instead. So what happens is that when the knife comes back to you, so like after it does the big 3,200 damage, it will spin around you for how long, but we can look at the effect. Oh wait, no, I can just go to here actually. So Twisting Blades over for a short time after they return to you, dealing 10% of Twisting Blades return damage per hit. Based on the distance traveled, the over damage increases up to 20% of the return damage. I think you can get this up to like 30 or 25. Now, it doesn't seem like that much, that AoE damage. But I don't know why. I don't know how the math is done. For some reason, it just feels a lot better to use Twisting Blades than that. And even when I was using Flurry, or in all of this, you know, it's like I've been playing about, you know, this one should kind of stay single target damage, Flurry kind of stay AoE. Even with all that, it felt a lot faster than Barbarian. And using a Sorcerer is hilarious because there's a lot of builds you can make with them, and they all feel pretty strong. Necromancer, I love just summoning a bunch of bone skellies, you know, but later on it becomes... Apparently skeletons don't become viable after level 70, but you can do something. Either way, it doesn't matter. Necromancer also feels slow to me. I don't know, they kind of feel sluggish. Even compared to the sorcerer I have, who's also the same level. I'd say necromancer feels slower than druid. I'm pretty sure I could have more active combat style if I change some of my skills, but But as we all know, my preferences when I like are very finicky. But yeah. Barbarian to me is probably the slowest class I've played so far in terms of combat. Because no matter what your option was, almost all the damaging abilities you could do just feels so slow compared to everyone else's. Of course, unless you use Whirlwind, but I'm not going to do that. I wish I didn't hate Whirlwind, but I do. Yeah. So if you were to ask me that question again, is how do the other classes feel slow? They don't. It's just Barbarian. Alright, I need to make sure the timer actually went off. Or went. Why did I just feel vibration? So we probably need money, so yeah. Man, my time leveling Barbarian did not go as well as it should have. I even want to try to do some high-end dungeons. It just not feel as good as it should.
This father keep you.
No, technically right now I don't need money, but what I do need is all of that. So I think I actually can use the other outfits I've gotten from the characters. So if you don't know, when you scrap items in this game, if they're new to you, you'll be able to take those appearances and put them on yourself later on. So, hell yeah. I wanna... Ooh, I actually like that. But always remember, it's not about how they look at the front, it's about how it looks in the... Technically from, like, a weird third overhead angle. Ooh, I like this. All right, I like this. I like the bulkier look. Ooh, I like this. I like the fur coat on this one. Barbarian's armor in this game only looks kind of okay to me, but ooh, not bad. Fuck, I am digging this armor. This is good. Oh, this sucks because there's some good options here. I think I'll do this one. I'll do brown. And then... do this one, also make it brown. What do we got for... Ooh, nice. Oh, I like the owls. I like the owl, like, shin pads. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that blend right there. Like you have the leather underneath, but you have the fur on top, and then the metal plate on top as well. I like that. So yeah, TLDR for anyone who missed my big rant on why classes feel slower than the druid. They don't. It's just Barbarian was my main class for a while, and that's kind of morphed my perceptions. Like, most classes feel slow. It's like, no, it's just this one. Everything else feels fine so far. Let's see if another holiday. Let's see. This one potentially. Now let's have some variety in color. Let's not all have it be bad. Have some variety. I'm also willing to go with the yellow. Yeah. Oh. Really? Not able to take that other one? Okay. We'll do that. Interesting that they don't have the look of the other staff that I have. Alright, we also have a level up we can use. Alright, which one of you makes you unstoppable? Alright, that's actually good. That actually is really good. Oh, it's you. I think I'd rather do the rock armor. Yeah. I don't like that's on a 16-second cooldown, but can't believe Overlord season been out for a year and no one told me. Really? The last season I remember is season 3. We just did that one. Oh, we should probably do this one as well. Also, I loved it. I love bonk. 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 Is that the one where it had, I forget her name. I was thinking about how she wants to devour people. Yes, okay, yep, okay. Yes, Veracity. You know what's a little funny? I wanted to get the armor for the rogue that makes him look like kind of like a druid, and then I'm just playing druids like, yeah, no, this is perfect. They just have the armor right out of the bat. Die. Thank you. I wonder what their special questline tree is. Alright. Oh, for 6 seconds after. That's actually really good. Oh, I would totally love to have some wolves on my side. Ooh, but we can get Fortify really easily with that. We're Raven. Doth the Ravens say, nevermore. 2 additional Ravens periodically attack enemies. I can't believe Pandora's actors are finally gonna do something. Who is Pandora's actor? I forgot. Just summon a boulder. Oh, he's Ein's creation. Okay. And has an O face. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not remembering right now, but I'll be able to look it up later though. Nature magic that consume spirit heal. Spirit, oh, that consumes spirit heal you for 1% of your maximum life. That's, holy crap, why is Rude so good? He never does anything. You know what I want? I want season 2 of Monthly Girl Nozaki-kun. That was a treat. Everyone was an idiot in that anime and I love them for it. Even the main lead, who was supposed to play the straight man in the comedy, had to give in at some points to be ridiculous as well. I'm just reminded of the girl that was the most handsome person in the school, and how she is the only reason she'd say, "Oh, my kitten," or "Oh, my darling," or "My princess," was just because she didn't remember people's names, but people ate it up. And then when she asked the guy that she likes, you know, who do you think's cuter, me or Nozaki? The guy didn't hesitate, just said Nozaki. Went to the main girl's arms and just started bawling her eyes out. I was like, I fucking hate this world. And then because she asked me, just so fucking funny. At one point, it was like, "Oh, I'm so tall, no one can pick me up," or whatever. And it's like, what? The guy, I think he's like at least 6 inches or a foot shorter than her, is able to pick her up easily. And then she's like touched by it. It's like, oh my god, he's able to pick me up. And then like for some reason, her neurons decide to activate, and she goes, "Nah, fuck you, I'm able to pick you up." And he's like, "This isn't a fucking competition. Put me down. I wasn't asked to be picked up." And then I love it. The girl that Nozaki likes to write the most, the tsundere, is just one of the guy friends he has who just acts like this, where he tries to be super smooth. I am fucked. One hand controller. Alright, come on. You might be like, Rikku, why didn't the alarm go off faster? It's because if I were to click out of the game, I'd probably die. No, fuck it. No matter what happens in the next one, I will just click out of the screen. I should have been doing that. I should have just died right there for the comedy. Oh, actually, from the because the cable in one where's Beelner instead Baka. Yeah, no, I love it because the dude, he also acts like, you know, the super flirty guy or whatever. But he's an introvert. He is super socially awkward, and all that happened was he played a bunch of visual novels. And he just learned from that how to like talk to people or whatever. But the thing is, if you hit him back with it, he can't take it. He turns into a mess, into a hot mess where he starts blushing. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I wasn't expecting this. Wasn't expecting this." So think Pivot. when he tries to be super smooth and then you just hit him with something and then he just like collapses on the floor right there and then under the weight of what he just said. Yeah, he's pivot. One scene that I remember as clear as day is the art club needed a nude model. And what happened was the the club was hyping him up. It was like, you know, you're just so helpful. I'm like, you have like the perfect body. And as soon as this guy hears it, he goes, like, I know I have the perfect body, guys, but I just was like, please, we need a good model for this. Like, how can I leave you guys to do this on your own? I'll help you. I'll be there for you. And then he goes to Nozaki and just goes, I don't know why I did this. I don't want to be naked. I don't want people to see me like this. And Nozaki puts his hand on his shoulder and says, let me know when they do the drawings. I need another model. I need a reference for the male anatomy. And he just starts crying. I don't remember if he actually goes through with it or not. Yeah. So if you ever want to see Pivot as an anime character, watch Monthly Girl Nozaki-kun. Look out for a man with red hair, and you'll find him. Chicken. Delicious. All right. The next time that alarm goes off, no matter what I'm doing, I'm turning off the alarm and eating the chicken.
I need more strength.
Also, you want to know what kept me away from Druid for so long? Was that people said, like, it didn't feel good to play early on. I swear those are the people playing, like, the high-end classes who are saying this. But it is kind of fair because playing the higher-end classes will just screw up your perception. It's like playing any mobile game, or even like Bravely Default at 2x speed. If you ever go back to normal speed, it just messes with you. You're not able to really go back. Like when I played Bravely Default, combat got to the point where I needed to do some grinding, so I decided to turn on like either 1.5 or 2x. I don't want to say it was 4x speed. I think it was 1.5 and then 2. So when I had to start doing grinding, I went to 2x speed. And then I was like, okay, I'm playing the game normally now. I'm not doing grinding. I'm going to turn it back down to 1. The game was so slow. It was absurd. Which is funny because, you know, let's consider my complaint from before, Barbarian just feels so slow. So I remember how it was with Rogue back in the beta test. That's the thing, it was just the beta test, it wasn't the actual game. So like, by level 20, you're already doing ridiculous things. Because you have all these legendary aspects that affect your gameplay. But, holy crap, Barbarian. Even now that I have the ability to put some things on them, it just does not feel as good. And I know the counter argument is just play Whirlwind Barbarian, but I respect myself too much.
I'm out of spirit. I'm out of spirit.
Can I do it? If I get hit by that, I won't be able to.
I must wait a moment.
5 waves,
I do
nice.
not have enough spirit.
I typically never get that, even at lower levels.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you,
Oh, you definitely would be dead. I'll be dead
I
soon.
can manage from
Because
here.
that chicken, that last piece is going to be the thing that seals my fate. Let's see. I'm going to have to get good at learning when to use that ability. I'm insulting goblins. I mean, they're goblins, so it's hard not to.
I'm out of spirit.
Ah, I see. Okay. So if it has the tag unstoppable, you can kind of just use it whenever, but before that, no. That's cool. Oh wow, we are getting some solid upgrades early. Like it isn't just, oh, you know, you're getting like 5 more defense. No, you're going up a whole 75.
I do not have enough spirit.
Started out adventurers looking for potions, only 3 copper. Old homie is probably living under a goblin's fortune. Thy best food is at Foot Locker. Man, I'm glad it's been so long since I've been at a Foot Locker. Oh, my dad would always want to. It's like, oh, you need to get these cool looking shoes, and it's like they wouldn't be comfortable at all. So I remember last time, he was like, hey, you know, whatever you want to get, you know, go get it. It's like, but I think you should get a pair of shoes. And it's like, okay, I know where I'm going. So we passed like 3 different places that were like meant for like shoes or whatever. My dad's like, oh, you know, son, why don't you go here? And I was walking ahead of them. I was a good bit in front of them, and I just told them no from a distance. And like apparently him and my brother had a laugh. He was like, what's he doing? He was like, he knows what he wants, so he's not wasting his time. I went to like one of those outdoorsy places where like it's like for people with like fishing, hunting, and all that, because they make shoes that actually last and are comfortable. Unlike a fucking like Foot Locker place where it's just, oh, these shoes look cool, but that's it. Like when he told me you should get a pair of shoes, I knew that anywhere he wanted me to check out was not good. Because when I get shoes, and I'm gonna have to be wearing them for a while, I don't want to hate my feet the whole time.
Just wait a moment. I need more spirit.
Also, my parents had a weird way of seeing if a shoe I for Under Armour for my shoes. I just like going to the outdoorsy stores because to me, from whenever I bought from them, they've always just had what I needed, which is just shoes that last in different situations. Like I have a pair of shoes that are pretty bulky, but they're meant for winter, and so that I won't slip and slide when I'm outside. And then I have another pair of shoes that I got, which are colorful. Pro Bash Shop, pretty much, yeah. I want to go visit the pyramid one day. I want to take I think my dad would like going there. He's not much of a fisherman, but I think he'd still enjoy going. Okay, I want Fortify. I want that. I think now I'm going to start focusing a bit on damage.
Not ready.
Yeah. To whoever said Druid Field is bad or slow, probably a main of a sorcerer or a rogue or a certain build of necromancer. I know this. Honestly, this feels a lot better than when I was trying to level up barbarian. And again, remember, I did a different build, but even when because like I landed on my bleed build when I was like level 30 or whatever. I like this map. Some of my favorite maps on this game are the ones that are like what's the word? Collapsing building, essentially. I want them dark. I want them dank. Like, I want them nearly in destroyed condition. Like, I like a lot of the ruins you go through, or the dungeons. There's like a few caves that look like they're the caves from Dark and Darker, the Cove. I don't really care for those ones. There's one that's actually really cool where you're going through a town, where you're going like through the underground part of it, where a bunch of cannibals are, and the buildings kind of look like from think like Aladdin almost, except like there's a lot more gore around, and it's filled with cannibals. Like that's a map I really like. Yeah, I don't like some of the caves that make you go through. They just aren't interesting. But whenever it's like a de-appreciated like building almost, or something that has gone through ruin, it looks so good to me. I'm gonna try to see if I can. I think I know where one dungeon where it's with the cannibals is located. The ruin. I think I can find one that's like the ruins. So, the one we went through earlier, I think it was like one of the first dungeons I did in this stream. Those ruins are okay, but there's a better looking ruins because it's part ruins, part dungeon, and that one looks pretty good. I think this game's at its best when it is just doing places you should expect. Opinion on Toontown. I never played it. Like, I think it has combat, but all I know about the combat is from what I've seen from like Alpharad and Lythero's video on it where Alpharad betrayed Lythero at the end. And like we never got the part 2, but I think I'm pretty sure part 2 was a joke despite them like reaching their goal of viewership or whatever from that. I do like the idea of a bunch of toons fighting corporate grayscale enemies, you know, no color, very serious, you know, nothing fun or wacky. People are obsessed with it. I know, to me it always felt like more of a meme than anything else instead of like a legitimate obsession. Like maybe they're obsessed with memeing about it, but like that's all it was. That's what it felt like to me, was the limit of it, where it's just like they like to say they like it as a joke. But I'm sure there is that hardcore player base, just like with Wizards 101. I think the only MMOs I've been obsessed with is Final Fantasy 11 and RuneScape. Yeah, that's another game I never played because when I was a kid, I was very cautious, and so if it said you need your parents' permission, I didn't want to try to talk to my parents because they didn't know English, and I didn't want to try to explain to them. So I'd always, so for like RuneScape, I just talked to my brother and like asked him, I was like, is it okay if I play this? And be like, yeah, or whatever. Because I think he showed it to me and I asked him if I could play it. And he just told me to make an email, and that's what I did. Yeah, I was very cautious as a kid. I didn't want to sign up for things, and I couldn't trust my parents to understand what I was saying. Spices that, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like, you have to understand, until I built my own computer, my brother was the one who would answer most of the computer questions or whatever. And that was like the summer right before my senior year of when like I built my own computer, and it was like, okay, I kind of just know how computers work now or whatever, and how to fix things. Excuse me? Technically I've already done that with Final Fantasy 11. I think I have a few streams up on it, and then of course I already have RuneScape. And I don't know. I don't want to play with Runner 1 or Toontown. See, that's something you say you'll play when you have a half decent like when you have like a half decent following, so that they spread the word out and like start doing it almost maliciously of like, you know, we gotta get Rikku up to this number, we gotta make him do that. Kind of like with Pippa and her saying how, why do you get out of here? Ah, yeah, this boss is actually a menace. Actually, have to be careful in this one. Seems like a current Toontown fan. I think he would play and he would enjoy it. Like at first you'd say, no, I don't like it. And it's like, okay, I can see there's a few good things about it. Back it away. No one can tell him what to do. Yeah, I knew it. That was the dangerous move when he starts channeling like that. Yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna die. Especially if the chicken tender alarm goes off right now, I'm just dead. Yeah, this is a boss that I've never felt was fair when I played it. I think I did this on Rogue, and even then it felt like a pain in the ass. What's my game of the year? Probably Limbo's Company. Alright, there's the hardcore run, everybody. Alright. I'm gonna have my last tender. I'm gonna turn off that alarm now. I'm just gonna eat. Because I didn't eat before I got this. Oh, I was actually... If I didn't beat that boss in the next 43 seconds, I was just gonna be dead. Yeah, 30... Yeah, essentially 30 seconds away from the alarm going off. And just dying. Also, Pivot, are you trying to do that thing of new run, new me? Thank goodness Pivot can't read. Yeah, Pivot Toontown. Have you played before, Pivot? Huh? 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 Oh yeah, also, I was before stream today, I don't know why, I think I was just in a weird headspace. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to put into my stream that I swear a lot, you know, and that there's gonna be some mature topics in the stream. It's like, wait a second, I don't stream on Twitch anymore. Like, I realized that only just now. Like, I was raised like, okay, what do I have to put in? What do I do that wouldn't be advertiser friendly? A premium account. I'm not your therapist. Enjoy the rest of your epic KFC events. I'm actually done with stream now. So yeah, I'm probably gonna keep playing, but that was the KFC run. I was kind of hoping that I'd die because of the alarm, but no. Didn't happen. But yes, thank you all for joining. I don't really have much else to say. And take care. I'll see you next Tuesday? Probably. No, tomorrow actually. I'll see you tomorrow. Because apparently my brother's going to go do things, so I'm going to stream. Either way, thank you all. Demand compensation. You know what they're going to tell me? It's just to redeem the code. Because I'm playing Diablo. That's what they're going to tell me. Yeah, no. The tenders were good. They were just small. I don't think it was worth $15. Like, of course, you got fries, coleslaw, the tenders, a drink. But that felt more like a $12 meal. Probably was $10 back in the day before COVID hit, but you know how it is. Either way. The chicken was good. I liked it. It was kind of nice to pace out my meal. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I'll see you next time. Tomorrow. Bye-bye.